So dear students, welcome to the economics class today. Today we will start the topic concepts related to income determination, which is very important topic of 12th class. We'll start the topic income determination. Income here means national income and determination means equilibrium. So income determination here means of determination of equilibrium level of national income. So first understand the topic, meaning of the topic, that we are going to determine the equilibrium level of national income in our economy in this chapter. So, for the equilibrium we will have to study the two parts because that topic relates to the macroeconomics. So we have to study these two components of equilibrium. First is aggregate demand and second is aggregate supply. Clear? Because we are talking about equilibrium, which is a situation where aggregate demand is equals to aggregate supply. We are going to start aggregate demand. Aggregate demand means demand, aggregate sense, because we are studying macroeconomics. Here demand is in aggregate form, means demand for all goods and services. For all goods and services, not for a single good, because we are studying macroeconomics. Here aggregate demand refers to the total demand for all final goods and services planned to be bought in the economy during a period of time. Now what is planned here? यहाँ एग्रीगेट डिमांड का मीनिंग क्या है? व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ एग्रीगेट डिमांड? एग्रीगेट डिमांड ऑलवेज मीन्स द प्लान्ड एक्सपेंडिचर, और कि हमारी इकोनॉमी क्या प्लान कर रही है, गुड्स और सर्विसेज कौन सी कंज्यूम करने वाले हैं, वट दे आर गोइंग टू प्लान टू बॉट इन द इकोनॉमी ड्यूरिंग अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. सो aggregate demand always refers to the total expenditure of the economy on goods and services. Clear? Is it clear? So aggregate demand is also defined as the total amount of money which all the sectors of the economy are ready to spend on purchase of goods and services. Means हमारे सारे sectors कितना spend करने के लिए plan कर रहे हैं. Aggregate demand always refers to the planned expenditure of the economy. They are not the real expenditure कि हमारी economy क्या plan कर रही है, but they going to plan to spend in the economy. Means what are their planning related to the expenditure of the economy. So clear? Now we'll start the components of AD. I'm going to repeat the definition of aggregate demand, so make it clear, so that it make clear. Aggregate demand means the total expenditure of the economy, total planned expenditure of the economy. इन expenditures की इस साल planning की गई है. They are not the actual expenditure, they are the planned expenditure. Now we are going to start the components or the parts of aggregate demand. What all are the components of aggregate demand in the economy? You all know that there are 4 sectors in the economy. 4 sectors are producer sector, household sector, government sector and rest of world. They are the agents of the economy. अब ये सारे सेक्टर्स मिलके इकोनॉमी में जितनी भी इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज़ करने के लिए प्लान कर रहे हैं, इट इज़ कॉल्ड एग्रीगेट डिमांड. सो नाउ विल स्टडी कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ एग्रीगेट डिमांड. फर्स्ट कंपोनेंट ऑफ एग्रीगेट डिमांड इज प्राइवेट कंजम्पशन डिमांड. means प्राइवेट हाउसहोल्ड सेक्टर कंजम्पशन पर कितना खर्चा करने वाला है, कितना स्पेंड करने वाला है. इट रेफर्स टू द डिमांड फॉर ऑल गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज बाय द हाउसहोल्ड सेक्टर ऑफ द इकोनॉमी ड्यूरिंग अ ईयर. मीन्स जो हमारा हाउसहोल्ड सेक्टर है इस साल कितना प्लान कर रहा है खर्चा करने के लिए, कितना प्लान कर रहा है एक्सपेंड करने के लिए. दैट इज द फर्स्ट कंपोनेंट ऑफ एग्रीगेट डिमांड. अब my income and my consumption, they both are related. My consumption totally depends upon my income. If my income increases, I will increase the consumption, and if my income decreases, I will decrease my consumption. So that expenditure totally depends upon the disposable income of the household. Means उनकी expendable income जितनी है, that affects their consumption. First part clear? Now second part, private investment demand. प्राइवेट इन्वेस्टमेंट कौन करता है भाई? इन्वेस्टमेंट करता है हमारा प्रोड्यूसर सेक्टर. दिस सेक्टर इज डन. नाउ प्रोड्यूसर सेक्टर. सो इन्वेस्टमेंट डिमांड मीन्स द एक्सपेंडिचर बाय द प्रोड्यूसर सेक्टर ऑन कैपिटल गुड्स. What do you mean by capital goods? Capital goods means the goods which help in the production. It increases the stock of capital. So that stock largely depends upon the rate of interest. If in the market the rate of interest is down, producer will increase the investment. So that type of expenditure depends upon the rate of interest and the profit margin also. If profit margins are increasing, producer will increase the investment. If profit margins are decreasing, producer will decrease the investment. So this type of expenditure depends upon the two factors, rate of interest and profit. So two components we have already studied. Now we'll start the third part or the third component, which is government demand for goods and services. Government भी तो भाई demand करती है. It refers to the expenditure by government on purchase of consumption meant for collective consumption. क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट खुद कंज्यूम नहीं कर रही है, गवर्नमेंट यहाँ पर किसके लिए खर्चा कर रही है? सोसाइटी के लिए. तो गवर्नमेंट एक्सपेंडिचर आर मेंट फॉर कलेक्टिव कंजम्पशन. क्लियर? दिस इज द थर्ड पार्ट ऑफ component of aggregate demand. So we have talked about three component. First component क्या था हमारा? Consumption, which is being done by the household sector. Second, investment, which is being done by the producer sector. And third one is government expenditure, which are meant for collective consumption. These all are expenditure because we are talking about aggregate demand, and aggregate demand only relates with the expenditure of the economy. Now the third part, which is being done by the रेस्ट ऑफ वर्ल्ड सेक्टर इज एक्सपोर्ट माइनस इम्पोर्ट. क्योंकि रेस्ट ऑफ वर्ल्ड है आपका, रेस्ट ऑफ वर्ल्ड एक्सपोर्ट से हम एक्सपोर्ट करते हैं एंड इम्पोर्ट करते हैं. तो इट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन एक्सपोर्ट्स एंड इम्पोर्ट्स. इट रेफर्स टू द टोटल डिमांड ऑफ फॉरेन कंट्रीज फॉर डोमेस्टिक गुड्स. भाई फॉरेन कंट्रीज हमारी डोमेस्टिक गुड्स के लिए कितना डिमांड कर रहे हैं? ओवर द डोमेस्टिक डिमांड एंड the demand which is being done by our domestic persons or the normal residents for foreign goods. हमारे normal residents foreign goods की कितनी डिमांड कर रहे हैं? The volume of exports generally depends upon the exchange rate. भाई अब exports जो हैं बहुत सारी चीज़ों से affect होते हैं. First it is being affected by the foreign exchange rate. Then the relative prices of goods. Relative prices of goods means if you are exporting or importing goods and services, you will compare the prices of the commodities in two or more countries. Clear? Custom duties, which the tax you have to pay to government, and the trade policies also. So these are the expenditures done by the rest of world sector, and it is in two forms, exports and imports. Clear? So these are the four sectors or four components of the economy of aggregate demand. Four components of aggregate demand. First is consumption, investment, government expenditures, and exports minus imports. These are the four components of aggregate demand, and it is the components of four sectors also. So if you are talking about aggregate demand in four sector economy, then it is having four parts: consumption, investment, government expenditure, exports minus imports. But in this chapter which is related to the income determination, we will talk about only the two components of AD, which is consumption and investment. Consumption is being done by the household sector and investment is being done by the producer sector. These are the four components and the formula of AD in this chapter. यहाँ पर हम सिर्फ इन्हीं दो components को discuss करेंगे, and this is the formula which we will use in this chapter to solve the questions. Clear? Let's make a recall that components of AD. हमने आप बात की आज components of AD की. There are four components of AD: consumption, household sector, investment, producer sector, Government expenditure, obviously government sector, and X minus M, which is exports, minus imports, which is being done by the rest of world sector. So these are the four components which are related with aggregate demand. So this is the four components of AD. तो आपको डेफिनेशन एंड कंपोनेंट्स क्लियर हो जाने चाहिए. अभी तक हम एक बार फिर से रिकॉल करते हैं. एग्रीगेट डिमांड मीन्स टोटल एक्सपेंडिचर. एग्रीगेट डिमांड ऑलवेज रिलेट्स विद द टोटल एक्सपेंडिचर ऑफ द इकोनॉमी. टोटल प्लान्ड एक्सपेंडिचर, कि हमारी इकोनॉमी इस साल क्या प्लान कर रही है एक्सपेंडिचर करने के लिए. दे आर नॉट रियल एक्सपेंडिचर. क्लियर. एंड one more thing, कि this is the topic which is being done by the Keynes. We are studying the theory of Keynes. There are two types of economists, classical and Keynes. Classical economist believes that there is always a full employment in the economy, but Keynes thought that the full employment is a fictitious situation. full employment कभी भी इकोनॉमी में एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता है. बट हम यहाँ पर जो डेफिनेशन पढ़ रहे हैं, हम जो यहाँ टॉपिक पढ़ रहे हैं, दिस थ्योरी रिलेट्स विद केन्स. तो हम यहाँ पर ये मान के चलेंगे कि इकोनॉमी में कभी भी फुल एम्प्लॉयमेंट की सिचुएशन नहीं होती है. अब मेरे हिसाब से आपको सब क्लियर हो जाना चाहिए. नाउ विल स्टडी aggregate demand through a table so that it will be more clear to you. First, we have taken level of income. Level of income starts with 0 because my income can be 0, 100, 200. It is continuously increasing. Now, one interesting thing is there, consumption. Consumption cannot be 0. Consumption at 0 level of income is 100 here. It is called autonomous consumption. It is autonomous consumption. Consumption can never ever be 0. इसके लिए हम यहाँ पर एक एग्जाम्पल ले सकते हैं. जैसे अभी आप इस करंट सिचुएशन में देख रहे हो, बहुत सारे ऐसे डेली वेज वर्कर्स हैं जिनकी अभी कोई इनकम नहीं है. दे आर नॉट अर्निंग एनीथिंग. बट उसका ये मीनिंग नहीं है कि उनकी कंजम्पशन भी 0 हो गई है. दे आर कंज्यूमिंग ना. देयर आर सम बेसिक नेसेसिटीज जिनको उनको कंज्यूम करना ही करना है. सो दैट पार्ट ऑफ कंजम्पशन इज कॉल्ड सी बार. और हम इसके लिए एक वर्ड यूज करेंगे यहाँ पर, सी बार, विच इज ऑटोनॉमस कंजम्पशन. सो कंजम्पशन कैन नेवर बी 0. एज योर इनकम इंक्रीजेज योर कंजम्पशन इज ऑल्सो इंक्रीजिंग, है ना. जैसे जैसे हमारी इनकम बढ़ती है हम अपनी कंजम्पशन को भी क्या करते हैं, इंक्रीज कर देते हैं. अब one more interesting thing is there, investment expenditure. Investment in this chapter remains autonomous. यहाँ पर हम investment expenditure को क्या मानेंगे कि they all are autonomous expenditure, means they doesn't have any relation with income. जितने वो 0 level of income पर हैं उतने ही आपकी highest income पर होंगे. They will remain constant. This is the second part. जैसे मैंने अभी आपको पहले भी बताया कि AD का फॉर्मूला क्या है हमारा. What is the formula of AD? कंजम्पशन प्लस इन्वेस्टमेंट. कंजम्पशन पढ़ लिया हमने. व्हाट इज द बिहेवियर ऑफ कंजम्पशन. ये आपका इन्वेस्टमेंट है. दीज आर द इन्वेस्टमेंट. एंड एग्रीगेट डिमांड इज द टोटल ऑफ कंजम्पशन एंड इन्वेस्टमेंट एक्सपेंडिचर. सो नाउ C plus I we will get AD. It is also increasing. It is also increasing. When your income increases, this will also increase because it is having positive relation with income. These are your aggregate demand. Clear? और कैसे निकाला हमने, कैसे फाइंड किया एग्रीगेट डिमांड को, कंजम्पशन प्लस इन्वेस्टमेंट करके. क्लियर. चलिए अब हम इसको एक डायग्राम से समझते हैं. बहुत ध्यान से. हाँ जी, चलिए अब हम इस डायग्राम के बारे में डिस्कस करते हैं. How will make a curve which is related with aggregate demand. First, on x-axis I will take income, and on y-axis I will take consumption as well as investment. Clear? Aggregate demand. So as I have already told you that consumption cannot be 0. Consumption आपकी 0 से कभी भी start नहीं होगी. It will start with minimum consumption, which is autonomous consumption, and it is continuously increasing. Why this curve is moving upward? This curve is moving upward because consumption is having positive relation with income. That's why this curve is moving upward. Clear? Now the second curve, which is investment. Investment is constant here. Autonomous investment. That's why it is parallel to x-axis. Now how we can draw the aggregate demand curve? It is this. This will be your aggregate demand curve, which is the combination of consumption and investment. And the gap between consumption and AD is autonomous investment. This will remain the same. This gap will remain constant because autonomous investment is constant here. Clear? This will be your aggregate demand curve. Clear?